Kenny.
Hello.
And the Jersey guy, Tom.
What's up?
What's going on, brothers?
How y'all doing?
Oh, I'm good, man.
Excellent.
We are here again. I love this time.
Yes. It's the most favorite time of the month.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
All good.
yeah, it is good, man. Anyway,
All right.
let's get right to it then.
Let's get into the business.
Guardian angels, what do you guys think? Think they're real, or you think that everybody has one? Like, everybody has a different way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's true.
So
But it does root from certain things that we've grown up with,
Right.
too. Judaism, Christianity,
right. Every religion has what is
Islam.
some kind of guardian angel and
Right.
stuff. So
right?
you know.
And it pertains to angels and things of that sort.
Right. Right.
So,
So do you believe you have one?
I don't know.
Because you grew up Jewish, right?
Yeah.
Like
You know,
that's
it's
the-
funny,
did
even
you-
though I did, I never really heard about angels and stuff like that a lot. I did that on my own. Mm-hmm. Stuff that I was geek. So that's the kind of stuff I would look into or read or watch when I was going to school.
Got it.
It
Yeah.
was something I would persist on my own. Didn't have any influence with anybody else was doing, as far as my parents were concerned. I'd have to say that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
Right. I feel you. I feel
But I
you?
do know. Do you believe in it?
I'm not really.
Well, no, you're not really. But I mean,
But, yeah.
so then what would be, I guess, the equivalent for you?
I mean, as a metaphor, I believe in it. Like, you looked out for me. You're my guardian angel.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
that thing. But not like in like a, like I actually believe in a guardian angel. But
Right.
like as a metaphor, like
Okay.
for someone who's like a good doer, who looked out
Because
for
of you, I was
Yeah.
able to get to somewhere on
Yeah,
time or
yeah.
whatever it might be.
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
then
get it.
when
Like it could be
you-
anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Right.
just like even
to make
I don't mean
right
like
You saved my
decisions.
ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you're my guardian angel. You know.
So that then
yeah.
that's some of the thoughts, the theories, some of the feelings from some people is
yeah.
because so that voice you hear in the back of your head
Yeah.
isn't like so much your conscience as
It's
it
actually
is
someone
it's your guardian angel.
Interjecting you.
It's your guardian angel. That's saying, no, Lewis, don't do that. Tom, Doc, you know what I mean? Like that's supposed to be your guardian angel talking.
I don't
to
know, man. I'm not saying it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But of course, I believe in the supernatural and all that. All that stuff. Anyway,
Right.
I mean, we're geeks. We listen to, watch all that.
all
We're off the wall. I wouldn't put it past it that maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
I always try to think, who?
What do you mean? Who?
Who? Like, wouldn't it be somebody you knew?
No, not necessarily.
Someone-
No.
It could be anybody.
It could be anything or anybody. So, right. So now we go for a hot second. We'll do Christmas. It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm not saying that can only be people.
No,
you
I'm
know,
saying, but like, it will be that's people trying to do the right thing by being your voice to make sure that you get, that you live
Right.
righteous. Like I said, in It's a Wonderful Life, Clarence was the angel, his guardian angel, and Clarence, was still trying to get to that status.
He wanted his wings.
Right. So to get his wings and all that other stuff, but he would stay forever being George's guardian angel.
So he jumps in the water instead, and then it all
Right,
starts.
like that. Right.
Time a
So
bell rings.
An angel gets his wings. That's
Sorry,
right.
all right. That's enough Christmas. It's not even. We're just
That's
trying to get. We're trying to get into summer. But you understand what I'm saying? So that then it's not anybody that you would know. It's just somebody who's going
It could be
to look out
anybody.
for you or whatever. It could be
Right.
whatever saint you. I guess it's so for me. It's that other voice. It's that what gives me the luck, points me in the right direction, whatever. So I guess I do kind of believe in it. But it's like I said, who it is the issue, is the question.
Right.
You hope for, I guess, that it's going to be somebody somebody that liked you.
No, then I would think, can it be an animal?
Huh?
Like your spirit animal.
Does it
Well, that
have to be someone who's human in order for them to be your guardian angel? If you can have dogs in life, why can't you have them in death?
Well, then it'd probably be whatever it is you want it to be.
I'm just asking. I'm saying. I'm just putting out the question.
Yeah, no.
I believe. I know the
going by what
American
you're saying.
Indians believed in a spirit animal,
Right.
right?
Right. Everybody had that. And like when they would come out, when a child was born, they would stick their head out of the tent and,
Right.
see sitting bull and, all that other stuff, Yeah. I had a dirty joke my uncle told me a long time ago, but I'm not going to tell you now. But yeah, man, like I said, it's just one of those things. I think a lot of us enjoy having that extra something.
Yeah.
And to just be like, bruh, it's, just my conscience, to say, oh my God, my guardian angel just saved me from crossing the street today. Like, you know what I mean?
What's if a guardian angel is like a metaphysical, like a non-physical entity that just kind of guides you? You know what I mean? Like
a power source instead, maybe?
Yeah.
Like makes things happen for you. You know what I mean?
Kind of guides you in the right direction.
It's just luck. But is it?
You bumped into him.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
from like another dimension, like a helper from
that's
like
what
a
I
fifth
said
dimension.
To you. That's why I said that's what we said in one of the other episodes that it was like your
And we're right
your
back
dreams.
to time travel again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, that's what we like.
Yeah,
I know.
We always,
but
It always ties in, though. It always ties in.
It's always, but because that's that geek part.
I know.
But anyway, so that then it's you if it is you from another dimension, as you're saying, or another time or whatever.
Wow.
That's that voice. You know what I'm saying? That's you. That's
Someone who's
somebody Well,
maybe
it's your subconscious. Like I said,
Right.
it's that voice. It's just your seventh sense.
right.
If that makes any sense.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that thing.
People do believe in them.
Mm-hmm.
They say they have them. They say you can summon, if you want,
Right.
your guardian angel
Right. So now,
to show themselves.
but our guardian. So now here's the next thing though. Saints.
Excuse me.
Would a saint then be your guardian angel?
No, because
that what it is?
he covers everybody.
Right. So then it's like networking. He's the supervisor. So, like you have God and then you have, the directors
And you have
and the supervisors.
you got your lieutenants.
Right. Yeah,
and,
exactly. So that then, would that be the same idea? And that then
I guess in
it's
some sense.
Yeah, only because I'm saying I know, like in some religions, people pray to what they believe was a god for everything. So a god for water, a god for for land, a god for this. So that then were those our guardian angels? Were those the saints? Were like an equivalent?
Right.
And we're not supposed to, people who are religious like that, depending on what religion, they pay homage to the saints.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm telling you, man, it's wild because there's a lot of things that I've done that I'm glad I had a guardian angel. You know what I mean? It was a wild and crazy ride, baby.
Did you have one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you reading? What do you see?
So Christianity, rooted in biblical teachings, through an explicitly labeled as guardian angels versus Matthew, 18:10 suggests angels watch over individuals, particularly children. Psalm 9:111 speaks at angels guarding people in their ways. Catholic Church teaches that each person has a guardian angel from birth.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Christianity.
Right.
Judaism, the idea of angels and divine messengers and present of the Torah and the Talmud. Some Jewish traditions suggest that angels intercede on behalf of humans, which is kind of what you're talking about.
Right.
Ken, you're more on that level. This is where you're at, which is fine with me because that's a good one because they just intercede if necessary.
But here's where I'm gonna take.
Yeah. But that's the idea.
No, let's go.
That's the idea.
We still have Islam. I didn't forget about them either.
But I'm gonna take this, right?
Nope. Go ahead.
No, but here we go.
Aliens.
Yes, man. I was waiting for it. Of course,
I didn't want to say it.
We knew it. We had to tell him no.
I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
I'm like the meme.
Right.
Could it be
It's
an
aliens.
alien visiting from a different time or present?
Because a lot of the stories in the Bible and Torah about angels, they're never described as like someone with wings that could fly.
Right.
It's always like they're like human looking.
Right. That almost like a deity.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Like they like in the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, like the angels telling those people to get out or whatever. That they tell, they were just like described as like.
But they were
Just
told
regular
not
people.
to look
Yeah.
back.
Right.
And
Don't forget that.
they rode on pillars of or
Salt.
clouds during the day and pillars of fire at night.
Right.
What does that look like?
Yeah. Yep.
UAPs,
rockets.
UFOs
Yeah.
or whatever, UAPs, UFOs,
Yeah.
whatever. But
But that was more. I don't know if those would
don't
say
know.
guardian angels as more to what people believe would have been is a god.
so angels, guardian angels.
Well-
I would think same realm. So if that's what
Fair enough.
If that's what angels are, then maybe it's guardian angels.
Yeah.
Too. Maybe from another dimension. Start
Yeah, I so for like again, we play the fence sometimes. I get it. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I just wish that then he would take me for a ride in a spaceship, but whatever,
Really,
Let's
man?
go for a ride. Hell yeah. What's good?
I
You're
said
supposed to
that
be
when I
looking
was
out for me.
14, bro.
that's just me, my belief
Yeah.
on like religious stuff. But I could be wrong.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, Tom, no. Go ahead. What you got, Lou?
Let's see.
Islam, you said you up to.
Islam. Muslims believe in guardian angels. Karamanan Kadabin. I apologize for butchering it if I did. Of course, I probably did. Who record a person's deeds. Angels also protect and guide believers per Allah's will.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Right. And
So-
then the spiritual belief in here too.
And I mean, like, because of how I believe in my, higher being, what my religion is to me, you look at all the different things that people believe when you tell them, and as far as the religion is concerned.
Right.
So that then it's just your subconscious. It's like it's not even anything. It's just you.
Yeah,
There's no guardian
exactly,
angel.
exactly.
It's just you on your P's and Q's. Your senses are heightened. So that then again, the guardian angel is looking out for me. Because I almost crossed the street. It's you, and
Right.
your instincts, your natural instincts.
Right.
Like we talk about, when we walk someplace or certain neighborhoods or seeing things or whatever, there's things that we notice. There's sounds that we hear that we like, oh no, look out. It's, again, that's me thinking, well, it can go either way. It can go either way,
Yeah,
it's what makes you happy.
Yeah. I don't know if I could believe in it though. I mean, I do, but I'm like, then, why don't we see them? Like I haven't seen mine.
Right.
I don't think I personally have one. Just saying.
Well, I mean, again,
But if I do, I've called it out a few times. Where
course you did,
I would
bro.
speak to it. Say,
from
if I do
Brooklyn,
have it, show yourself.
yeah.
But they didn't listen.
Yeah. No.
So
No. Well, they probably did. And that's when you didn't stub your toe when you walked out of the room.
oh, okay.
See?
What happens
Yep.
if I was sitting already?
Then it was that you got up and you
Maybe
didn't
they
fall.
can't show themselves.
They caught you before you fell. They
If
helped
they
you.
can't
Right.
show themselves.
Right.
Then
You
it's
don't
just a
have an
ghost.
ability to-
What was the
Yeah,
movie
that's what
that
I'm saying.
what's his face did, where he fell and became a human being? Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yeah, the girl's on the bike, she dies, and then he's stuck on Earth. Remember that movie? What's her name was in it?
Michael?
No, that's
No,
John
Michael
Travolta.
was a comedy. That was
Yeah,
John Travolta.
Well,
was a
sorry,
good
I'm
flick,
getting
too.
Yeah.
face off.
Yeah.
Face off. Oh yeah, nice.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, like I said,
Have to
it's
look that up.
it's what it is that you want it to be. Like not some trying to change up so much, but they've said that heaven and hell isn't what you are, what we believe here heaven and hell would be. It's what it is that we die with, that in our mind, that puts us into heaven or hell. So whatever we're feeling like, because they say your life flashes before your eyes before you die.
You see everything,
You see everything.
Right.
So that then,
and you feel it. too,
whatever
by the
you
way.
feel
You feel everything.
just before the lights officially go out is where you're going to end up being.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you did something that you were bad and you have to repent or whatever the case may be, that's where you're going to turn around and be in your head. That's where your spirit's going to be.
No.
Because that was the last feeling you had. That's why they say that there's ghosts. And that ghosts stay and they don't
get
go to heaven
stuck.
because they get stuck. You know what I mean?
Like that, though?
But again, it's all what you do.
Unfinished business, right?
All of the above, because now, you know, you've done something. So then you have to do something, you know, or take care of your unfinished business, what you feel is unfinished business.
Well, it happens the other way, too, where people who are dying prolong themselves from dying until they get
All their stuff done.
They get everything completed, everything done, and they know.
Freaky.
Yeah.
And then it's the most amazing thing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm leaving.
So
a lot
I'm
of
saying
shit
it goes both
incomplete.
ways. So it's both either way. It's a freaking, it freaks you out.
Yeah,
So
hell
what
yeah.
the
You know, I'm leaving a lot of shit incomplete. I'm not doing.
Oh
I'm
no.
gonna be here for a while. I don't want no.
No, so
unfinished
no,
business.
but if I did, that would be cool as shit. You know what I mean? If I
Yeah.
did have one, at least, you know, don't even worry about me. Just worry about my son
Right.
and his kids. That's all.
And I want to go back to what you said before about if your guardian angels is your pet. So now, do you believe that your pets that you have here now, your 3 puppies, that they're your guardian angels? Because say like some beliefs is that your pets are your guardian angel, or they could be your guardian angel. You
No,
know,
I don't think
like
that.
that's where my manifestation is there. You know,
Be cool as shit, but I don't think so though.
what do you think your spirit animal will be? Animal, your spirit animal will
Wow. On the spot. now.
Yeah.
All right.
be. You quick fast, nothing. Off the top of
Oh,
your
I
head?
already know my spirit.
go ahead, I'm
animal.
listening.
I went to one of those.
Oh,
would
that's
hope
right, you
one of
did.
those-
Wait. I want to hear. He knows his. Go ahead.
It's a koala bear.
Koala. Okay, you know that fucking fits, dude. That fits.
I know.
Okay, you
No, it's crazy, right?
American Eagle.
American Eagle. Oh, okay. All right. I can see that. That works.
Just fly, man.
Yeah. Fly like an
Just
eagle.
glide and just soar, man.
That's crazy. That is.
Come on, bro. That'd be the best.
No, I'm with it, bro. I'm there. Yeah, nope. I'm with it. So I got koala bear.
Reincarnation. Now we're over there now.
There you go. Wait, not yet. So we got koala bear, and that fits you like
Crazy.
Perfect.
perfectly, dude. Yes.
That's great, man.
Yes. Yes. Kung Fu Panda.
Eucalyptus leaves.
Yeah. Yep. Kung Fu Panda all freaking day, dude. Oh my God. That is, that's perfect. Yeah.
Master.
Yo, that is great. Yeah. Are we going by real animals or we're going by mythological?
No, I would think more real.
More real? All right. So then,
Some that I may have lost before.
yeah, I'd probably be a dog.
I wouldn't.
My
mind being a
spirit
dog.
animal, my
So
angel
now,
would
how
be that.
funny would that be if we had AI make a photo of me as a koala bear and you as a dog and you as an eagle?
That would be great.
That would be so.
Yeah, we have to see what that
fucking
looks like.
funny.
You got to see what that looks like. I think I say the other one that it walks behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might probably be like a Rottweiler.
Oh, that's true. You can have a spirit animal
Yeah.
behind us, but that would be funny as like we are spirit animals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Right. Yeah. We could be. There was a show, something like that. I've heard that. But that wasn't me. That was Tom.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, listen, I just think that me, on the serious tip, that it's really seriously one of those things where it's what you want it to be. Your guardian angel, you know what I mean? I like the idea. I mean, I think it's cool. It's cool to think that you have that extra
The only
gift
way I
or
would think
whatever.
there would really be one is so to prevent something from happening,
Yeah.
or guiding you in the right direction, or
Yeah.
something silly like that. That's it would be. But why though? How bad would it be? Kind of thing. I mean, would it just be for that person and their whoever,
Right.
their family, or does everybody get affected because of this kind of thing? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would
I'm thinking
be one.
outside the box, man.
Yeah, no, because you figured they got to see each other, the guardian angels. If, like right now, we're in here, guardian angels. They were hanging out over there, watching us do this, talking shit about us. These freaking guys, they got us here again. I wanted to watch, I wanted to watch something on TV. They got me over here. But yeah, you're right. I think you're right. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where. I guess, should I believe in something like that? Do I keep that hope that there's something looking out for me like that?
Well, If you know what? If I do believe in a spirit animal, I guess I have to believe in that, right?
Why not?
Same thing, really.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. You know,
That's true.
because
You
it's
probably
a
get
spirit.
better from the animal than you would the human.
Yeah. Yep.
If you think about it.
And like I was saying too, like, you look at the religions, and like I told you, I grew up a little bit in the Santeria. My aunt used to tell me
Oh yeah.
that I had this, that my guardian angel was this big soup, like a big muscular person.
Wow.
Oh,
That
really?
that's like
Really?
I have my, like that's my I guess my presence when I walk
like
into
a
a
big
room.
wrestler.
It's right, like just a big, like, because it's your spirit energy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the idea. So then again, that was,
I hate to really know what mine was.
well, I
probably
mean, but again,
I'd probably turn out being a giraffe or something like that.
No. If it's an animal, if it's a person, like
Which
what
is
would the
cool.
person
I
look
don't
like?
mind the giraffe.
Well, then if it was a person and who you think you are, like I said, mine, I've been told that, suggested, felt, whatever, that it was like, this big muscle thing, like just this big muscle bound guy kind of thing, or just a strong, because of, not to sound super conceited, but my presence when I walk into a room, especially when people know me, like
Right.
I belong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do.
So that then now, if you, like I said, would yours be, if it's not an animal, what would the figure look like?
I don't know.
To an, I mean, I don't want like,
No clue.
blue eyes.
Here's my
like-
confusion. So check this out. Here's my dilemma. I am adopted.
right?
Right.
So my guardian angel can be anybody, like you said. So if I get someone that I don't know from my natural family
Right.
or
Right.
origin of or whatever,
And you see,
think
so
about
now,
that. So now I have that to throw in there too to go, well,
right? And it would be a good person because,
you would hope.
well, I'm only going to say only
Well,
because
if it's guardian angel, of course
Right.
they would be. You would hope they would
for,
be.
if it
anyway.
was somebody who was from your natural family, right?
Right.
That because of the time that they missed with you, now they want to, just watch you grow and live your life and be where you are. So then they're going to point you in the right direction
Right.
to make up for what they feel is,
Hey,
missed time.
anything is possible.
Yeah.
Anything is
See,
possible.
I just made it positive,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, man.
I'm serious because there's so many when you watch things and read about them, and I'm not, like the conspiracies or anything,
Right.
but just when you just how we're starting to figure things out, and you're like, wow, this is starting to go in
Yeah.
right in that direction, which is cool. At the same time, it's super scary. But it's cool because you start to understand things more, and they start to understand, break things down. So, so the whole guardian angel thing, I'm sure, it'll be.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like the idea. The more we talk about it now, I like the idea of, having that someone, looking up, for you and putting you in the right direction and stuff. You know what I mean? Keeping you from doing something that you may regret later, I mean, and then, and think about anything that you said. So you had asked before, how do you know that they're really looking out? Think of how many decisions that you made that were, or something that you did when you're like,
Right.
no, I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? Because you had that
I've done that.
that
Plenty
voice in
of
the back
times.
of your head.
Oh yeah, I can recall that.
That happens more often.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm
Right.
gonna go. I'm gonna turn around and go back.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes
do
it happens to
something
me.
stupid, you know
Sometimes
what
it
I
doesn't. Yeah. Like, this is when I turn around. I believe, like, my guardian angel or
Your
my
inner
spirit
voice,
person
yeah.
is, that big crazy, like I said, like
Right.
a Rottweiler or that big muscle bound. Because I'm just like, who's telling me I
Thing's
can't go
big,
over
bro.
there? Let's go see what's over there real quick. That kind of stuff. It's freaking hilarious. And then now, would your guardian angel, as I'm thinking about it because I just said it, would
Maybe
that show your power? And you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's your character, that's your personality. So like I said, panda all day is you, bro.
Yeah,
Like
no,
that-
check it out.
Koala.
koala. I'm sorry, koala. That's
Check it out.
all day you.
Yeah.
Check out this.
I
It
do have
says,
koala
traditional Christian teachings generally describe angel as spiritual beings, distinct from animals. However, some people believe God can send protection through animals, even if they aren't literally angels. Spiritual and New Angel beliefs. Some believe animals can be spirit guides and messages, offering protection and guidance. Certain Native American and indigenous traditions hold the animal can be guardians or totems that watch over a person.
Mm-hmm.
People who experience deep bonds with the pets sometimes feel presence even after they pass away. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep, man. Because we're pet owners and we've lost pets and we know what that means.
Yeah. See, and the crazy. See, like, so I can't mess with animals, with pets like that. And then me thinking about mine being
You did say you felt that way about the cat when the cat passed away, though.
Yeah, it gave me that moment.
Yeah, no, it happens, bro.
You know, it did.
Like, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen. Everybody needs that something, and I know I say it a lot on the show,
I was just going to say,
this guy, you see,
we have the music on the whole time we're sitting here.
yeah.
Oh, I hope it doesn't.
The whole time.
It might.
Doesn't go out there.
No, I don't think it might not. No, it's too low.
I hope it doesn't pick it up. 'Cause we're not going to be able to put
it's very faint.
because we get copyright strikes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can hear any of them except for Lou
we got
singing.
we got the good. These are good.
Yeah, good mics and stuff.
I'm just saying.
We got the
yeah,
filter.
nah, we should be fine.
All right, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, like you said, your spirit. Our presence, our personalities, our strengths, our weaknesses, I believe, are all due to what we believe and feel could be our, our spirit animals, or our guardian angels, that extra voice in the back of our head, our conscience, or whatever the case may be. Subliminal. Dude,
Sorry.
how did you even hear? Like, he hears this.
I have tinnitus.
She got the way to be.
Neil Diamond.
Yeah, see, I was trying not to sing it, but
You'll get copyright.
I couldn't help it.
yeah,
I couldn't help it, man. I'm like,
music though.
Yeah.
So
That is too funny. But yeah, I don't know. I think that, it's what you make of it. It's what you bring,
everybody has their own path, man.
Right.
So for me, this is my belief. Mine's not right or wrong.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's is what it is to them.
Mm-hmm.
I have no say or any right to claim anything in regards to what you have on your
Right.
right. We all walk a different path.
Right.
You have one. Who am I to say your path is not the right path? I don't know what the fuck your life has been.
And then you believe in what kind of guardian you have.
Right. But I'm just saying, like,
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's all. I mean,
yeah, no, it makes sense. I get you. It makes sense. You're Tom. You're right there.
Yeah.
Wow. Like you started singing.
Did I do something wrong?
Now you don't hear the music.
music.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I think that, because we all look for that need to have, to believe
higher
in
power,
something.
man.
A
That's
higher
what it
power.
is.
Yeah, and that's where we are. There was the movie, not Narnia, with the animals. People had their spirit animals.
Right.
With little kids.
Was it
Nicole
animation
Kidman
or
no, live action. Nicole Kidman was the villain in the movie, and all the kids they had or people they all had their spirit animals.
Yeah. I don't know that one.
I can't think of the name of it right now. I wanted to say Narnia, but it's not Narnia. The Compass, the Golden Compass.
Oh, I think I've
something
seen that.
Compass.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, it's a good flick, and
It was all right.
It's you didn't like it?
It was good. I saw it like once or twice. It wasn't. I didn't really get too into it, but it was cool for what
And I said it's a cool flick.
Yeah.
It's really groovy. But because of what we're speaking on now,
Right.
Everybody had a spirit animal. When they were born, a couple of months later, the animal that child was going to be was going to represent them or whatever you want to call it was that, and the animal was there and protected them and everything. And if they ended up killing the people, because it wasn't just kids, it was people too. I mean, adults. But if they caught the spirit animal and they killed it, then the kid would be like lost. Like the kid would just be walking, or the person would just be like just like almost like not a zombie, but just like their life would suck, and
Right.
they would just be dragged.
They'd be devastated.
Yeah, right. And that's what it was. It was taking a piece of them away.
Right.
You know
Listen,
what I mean?
when you lose your animals, man, it hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people don't get it. If you don't own one, you don't understand. But trust me,
No.
Yeah.
they steal your heart. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
Yep.
And you go back for more every time.
They're a member of your family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm more the American Indian way of thinking.
Okay.
Buddha, American Indian, that kind of stuff versus there are some things from Judaism, that are cool stories and things like that. But something's happening.
He's going to turn the music off.
Just what is he doing? He went up. Alexa, stop music. That's all I have to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's it. Done.
Yeah. So.
What we were just talking about. We got interrupted. Kenny had to get up abruptly, real quick. Anyway.
Yeah.
Jeez, what the hell? We were just talking about.
You're talking about the Native Americans.
Right, Native Americans.
Yes.
I lean more towards that version of thinking because it's more spiritual.
Right.
I think that's why. It's nothing saying that I have to follow. This means you're part of a clique. You're part of a web. Everybody's connected, kind of thing.
Exactly.
Right. And there's my puppy right there talking to me right now. Kenny went upstairs to go use the restroom, and the dogs are barking now.
Oh, that's right. So,
those are my guardian angels right there. I think anything is possible. Who's to say that it doesn't happen? We won't really know until, I guess, when we go to the other side.
It's true.
So
true. There's no way of knowing.
No. Well, we will know.
That's why it's all, it's all basically, kind of mythology. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like in the sense, it's like you got to just.
Yeah.
It's the only way to know.
That's right. It's the only way to know. They say if you deep meditate, you can get to the same
I've
level.
heard that too.
You can get to the same level of that, but it's more, that you're at the other place. You're separated. You know what I mean? You're just, and they say is to let go. So like when you're laying in bed and you're listening to something, this is what I do now. I just listen for everything instead of just the one thing. Because now I'm just letting my senses just do what they're supposed to do. So now I'm just, and it's just,
that's
called,
my
mind.
Isn't that called mindful meditation?
Yeah. It's good. Knocks me right the fuck out.
Just be,
done.
Be aware of everything.
Right.
Be one with nature.
Be like water.
Yes.
Be the cup.
Yeah. But that's so then that's your moment. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're at your peace. So do you really have a guardian angel? Or your own person?
No, I think, of course, I give myself a lot of credit because I've come a long way in life in general.
Right.
From where I was, where I started, to where I am now. I think I'm a way better place than I was when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So I think that's has a lot to do with me being smart and trying to do the right thing the best that I can, making mistakes along the way like we all do. Mm-hmm. But what the fuck? I think it's more maybe somebody's watching. I don't think they intercede so much. You know what I mean?
Oh,
right.
I think they're there, and if you get hurt or something happens, they're there when you die, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You think then they would show themselves to you when you were dying?
So,
what do you think?
To guide you.
But see, now everybody always says they go to the light. They don't see anybody until they get where they're going, and then they see people.
Right. So their life flashed before the eyes.
Right. And then their uncle shows up. Hey, Uncle Bob, how you doing?
Yeah. They go, wait,
what are you doing here?
Why are you here? Who let you in here? Where am I?
Right,
and
exactly.
go about you, Uncle Bob. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's funny. And we just messed up people up. My name's Bob. No.
Hi, Bob.
Yeah.
My dad's name was Bob.
No, but then that makes, I guess, but then that changes what you had asked earlier.
Which is
your guardian angel somebody that you know? Because if you really don't,
I always try to guess if it was, who would it be? And everybody that's gone so far, I didn't get a really good hit on any of them, to be honest with you.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So that
I got maybes more, like maybe. No, definitely not.
Yeah,
no,
because now of what you're saying, supposedly we don't see our family members until we go to the light and come out on the other side.
Right.
Saying your guardian angel wouldn't be somebody that you know because you're going to see
what
other
happens
people.
if I go to heaven or wherever it is.
Right.
To the light.
Yep.
to the peaceful place,
You hope
and I see someone that I don't know.
that's
First
your guide.
time.
That's your
No.
person.
It could be from my natural family. Imagine
Oh,
that.
ancestry, like that.
Yeah.
But why would they?
First time.
Why would they want to see us?
Well, because I mean,
Or maybe
think
they're
about
just
it.
curious. Like, oh, we got a
Either
new family
curious,
member running
or
on through.
they're proud of what you are, what you've become, who you are.
Welcome.
You know,
It's like,
I mean,
wow.
pick whatever
You
good
with the
thing.
dead.
My
Yeah.
great
You're in heaven.
grandson.
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
heaven right
I
now.
know I'm really good guy. Yeah. But that would be wild. That because I forgot. You know, I didn't think about that. Knowing relatives,
Right.
relatives that would come and see.
I think of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of mind I have. I talk to my wife and tell her these things, and she's like, "You are absolutely nuts."
Yeah, definitely.
Because
No,
I'm
I
like,
didn't
well, think
that
about
shit.
it. You know,
Well, have you? That's why.
you ever solve a show in front of your wife when you're sitting with her,
Yeah,
or you tell her, "Watch, this is what's going to happen." A, B, C, boom, you do it, and then she's like, "How the fuck did you? know
yeah,
that?
yeah.
How did you know that?"
I'm gifted.
Guardian agent told me, man.
Yes.
But no, but that's why I did the other reason I did the ancestry instead of 23andMe because
Right.
because that one they had the you can do the genealogy.
Right.
If you pay for that, then all you got to do is have the year you were born and where you were born, and then the same thing with your parents, their birth date and where they were born.
I wouldn't have even have that
So you
information.
can track them, and then all of a sudden you through like all
I won't have
census
them.
records, you track people, and you just keep going backwards.
I won't have that
backwards and
information.
backwards. It got crazy when I went to my father's side because he had ancestors that came here all the way from the 1600s, like Dutch settlers,
All the way back, yeah.
and they tracked through churches, and then their ancestors were tracked in Europe, and I'm tracking in Europe. I went all the way to like the 1400s
That's wild.
or 1500s.
Well, I can say-
it was insane.
That's
Crawfords go back pretty far too.
Yeah.
yeah, for
But-
sure.
It's kind of cool though. You're like,
It
oh,
is.
this person's my family member.
Yeah, I've never done it. My cousin did it.
Right.
He
These
did
Dutch
it for
people-
Because I have
my
this,
father's
I
side.
come from, you guys, when you talk about certain things, you just take for granted those things. Where for me, I'm like, well, I won't know that. I'm not going to know
Right.
that.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
All these Dutch names, you know.
I don't know. Yeah. Dutch names.
That's funny.
Crazy.
But yeah, so you never know. It could be somebody like that. That
And
would
that
be
Dutch
your,
is like not even 1%, like 1 or 2% of me.
That's crazy.
But that's all I was able to follow because they had better
Right.
genealogical.
They wrote
records.
Dutch
everything
is
down.
what you had. Dutch was a big one for you.
It's like barely like 2%.
Oh.
But that's where I was able to track because that's what they had the better records, I guess, at that time.
Oh, I got you. They kept better records at the time, right?
Yeah.
Versus what you got with the other ones, like if it was Italian or Spanish or any of them. Italian, I was huge. I was up there, 59% or something like that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And from Sicily.
So we went way off of from.
Yeah. We
From Angels.
But I'm talking about what I found out with mine, but I couldn't find anything out. I'm sorry, we did jump off, but what the point I was trying to make is that I didn't find out anything
Right.
you may would have been able to find.
Well, we jumped off.
I
because we
would-
were talking
yeah.
about ancestors.
So,
So,
but that-
ancestors on
right.
the other side could be
Right. They could be, right.
'cause
You
that's
can
another
bump into them for sure and not even know it. But then know afterwards. You'd be like, oh,
Right,
wait a minute,
yeah.
that was such a spin. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah, totally.
But that's the other thing too. That's another belief is that your ancestors are your guardian angels. So you know what I mean.
You would hope and think so. And that's the case, then
yeah.
that'd be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, now when you think about somebody who has passed, right? You think about them more often than others that have passed. Could those be that your family as a whole, they're all like they're taking turns, like it's your shift,
When you
You
think
know what I
about them, you mean?
Yeah, so like I think about my grandparents a lot, uncles and stuff like that. Now my nephew and a good girlfriend, friend of ours that from a while back. I see them every so often. I think about them.
The fuck was that?
Your puppies. Somebody came in the
That
door.
motherfucker was on the table.
Oh, he got scared.
Did you hear how hard that was? Bro? It was like
Yeah.
somebody body slammed somebody
Yeah.
off the floor. I'm
That's
sorry,
about
everyone.
to
We're doing a podcast, and we're loving every minute of it. And then somehow we had a huge noise from the ceiling, which
Yeah, the doggies,
unfortunately I shared with you.
bananas. But that
Yes.
those people would be then it could be that it's your whole family. I'm gonna tell you what though, real quick, Tom, because we got only a few minutes left. if you don't believe in all of that stuff like that,
Right.
basically atheist,
Right.
right? What made you dig up, look up, find out what your spirit animal was? Because that's part of, I don't say so much religion.
It's more
but
spiritual.
It's spiritual. But if you're atheist, I'm just asking now. 'Cause I'm not sure.
Well,
But you're not atheist. You're not technically
not,
atheist.
No, I've kind of shifted away from that, but like definitely not in any sort like religious belief. Like, so, like I believe more like metaphysical stuff.
Oh, okay,
Right,
got you.
Like
Gotcha.
kind of like we're in the, I don't want to say like a Matrix type thing, but
no,
like,
I get you.
like that, like maybe where we are is like a simulation, but not in the sense of like being imprisoned, like we're here voluntarily.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then when we, kind
And
of
it goes right into freaking Matrix.
it's not really simulation theory though. It's hard to explain. It's not really like we're really here, but we're
You think we already happened?
But like we're
just an
not
aftershock, or we're the after?
We're like just the colony here. You know what I'm saying? Like we're the little guys in this solar system.
Like I think I've mentioned on the show before. Like I believe that like afterlife is also before life.
Right.
Like
To say that.
Like you know what I mean? Like we came from somewhere and then we're here for a little bit of time and then we go back.
Right.
Some people call it
Yeah,
heaven,
And when we
some people
came
call it
here,
whatever.
we obviously
Yeah.
were super young
Reincarnation,
because we don't remember anything.
But there's some people that do remember their previous life. But
Before-
then now
or being in
Yeah.
a place
future
of
life. Well,
But
right.
it kind of leads into a little bit of simulation theory too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a little
I'm
bit
with
of
you.
both,
That
know
makes
what I
sense.
mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
So many different
But
things.
right.
Like in
it
the
definitely
sense of the
falls under the genre, and then of course
Yeah.
aliens are involved in that too. so.
Again, there's so many different things, so many different people, ways, thoughts, feelings.
I just was
religion.
interested in it because a lot of people you see a lot of it, like with the numbers. Remember 851? I still
Right.
see-
Yeah.
thankfully I still see that number
Yeah.
all the time.
That was my phone number. One of my
Mine
phone
too.
numbers, yeah.
And I'm like, is there something to that? You know what I mean? So I think more spiritual, more connection to it
Right.
versus giving yourself to something,
Right.
you know,
right.
and, you know what I mean? Just where you're comfortable, and to each his own, of course. I mean, whatever works for you. But for me, that's what I like, So I think spiritual angels is a cool thing to think about. I don't count on them. I think some people do,
Right.
the
Without
more
knowing it.
extreme.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Maybe not. It's an interesting subject, though, and I thought it would be cool just to
Yeah, it
talk
was
about
kinda
it because,
groovy. That
of course,
was
it
cool
went
to-
in all the directions we had hoped it would.
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we go everywhere.
You have a
We go all over.
you have a
We're
co-host that has
geniuses.
ADHD and they'll
Yeah, no, I
right.
say-
very quickly.
We're geniuses. We're geniuses in our own mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
definitely. But yeah.
But
So
yeah, if you have one, great. If not, I guess like you said, we'll find at in the end.
Yeah. He's like, yo, I told you to duck.
in the end.
Yeah, it's gonna be that one dude that's standing out there and like
Watch that
that
last
one
step.
person.
It's a doozy.
I told you not to get in there. I told you to duck. I said jump. Yeah, that's funny. I wonder if that would be too. We'll end it on that funny. If your guardian angel, if you have a guardian angel or your spirit animal, whatever, if when you
Somebody
pass,
looking at their wings.
that they're there and they stand up and they're yelling at you because they were like, I told you to duck. You know what I mean? Like seriously. Or they tell you like, you shouldn't have done this. Give you that one thing that they're holding on to. And because you didn't do that, you didn't get that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That was still funny.
Oh, okay.
So with that, my peoples, thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed this one. This one was a little bit out there. Wasn't our regular kind of funky
whatever.
stuff. It was
Good
though.
conversation.
I was digging it.
Enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for joining us. Catch us everywhere, YouTube and all that other stuff. And love, peace, and hair grease.
Live long and prosper.
And go vegan.
Holla!